Hello, it's Matija, welcome. Let's learn about state in React applications. State, just like props, is also an object and can contain whatever you want basically. But before we start with state, let's set up our local dev environment. You can open your console or terminal. I have my open here in Visual Studio Code, and you just type npm i-g create react app. Flag -g will install it globally on your computer so you can use it from wherever you are in any directory. I already did this step, so I'm not going to do it again. This helper is made by people at Facebook and it generates a starting React application for us, so we don't have to worry about any configuration. Oh yeah, you also need an editor. I would recommend Visual Studio Code or Atom. They are both really good, but I prefer Visual Studio Code. Let's generate our application. We do that by typing create react app space and then an application name. I will name my application React State. Give it some time to finish generating. And then we will also explore the project structure. Okay, our application is generated. Let's open the folder. And the file we need is app.js, so let's open it up. We can do some cleaning because we don't need everything that's generated here, so we can delete logo and CSS. But actually, before I do that, let's see how the application looks. So you can do, as you can see here, you can just type npm start. Of course, we are not in a directory, so you have to cd into the directory and then you type npm start. And the application will automatically open. Eventually. Yeah, here's our application. So when we go back to the application, we can continue to clean up a bit. So instead of returning all of this, we can simply return an h1 with a string of hello world. And let's save the file. You will notice that when we save the file, the application automatically recompiled. And when we go to the browser, you can see now the new state of the application. That's called hot reloading, and I will put the link in the video description if you want to find out more. And in here we can delete this. We don't need tests. We don't need this CSS. We don't need logo. And from here we delete this line. Okay, the application is again recompiled. Everything works like it was. That's good. Now let's finally add a state to our component. The first thing you notice here in this component is that it uses a class syntax and it extends a component. And it looks different than the one we used in the first video, because the one in the first video is called a functional component that just has a render method on it and just returns some HTML. And it's a stateless component. This component is a stateful component, so we can add state to it. And we add state to it like this. And we can add some property name called myname, and you can put your name into it. And here in the render method, we want to render that string. So you access the state by typing this .state.myname. Of course, this has to be in the curly brackets because we want this to be evaluated. Let's save the file. It recompiled. When we come back, now we can see our name here. And that's it. Now you know about props and state in React. In next video, we'll learn about React Children. See you there.